So, yeah. And this says to just back to the hospital room. So I guess we shall follow this because I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this up, okay? And we have to leave without saying anything. Pretty good, but Snake is missing, right? Yeah. I'm on a classic music jam thanks to my dirty mind. I'm sorry. She was right. It smells like food, but like fried chicken. I want a fried chicken though. I want chicken. I want like KFC, but like good KFC. I am, but I'm in the middle of a stream, so I'm not paying attention. So yeah. And Ace fell and is now falling asleep. Ace fell asleep, guys. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm literally trying to just finish this game. Okay? Junpei will go through door 8 because this is the last door we have to go through. I think I'm gonna go with door 8. Okay, 8 it is. Yeah. Alright then. That means Jun's gotta go through 7. What? Why? What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain. Did you upload the video with me donating so much? No, I haven't uploaded that stream session. The last stream session that I have uploaded is 6, and that was like 3 days ago. So, if the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there's only 3 ways we can do it. And did you name it what word? I will be naming it that. Don't worry about it. Plan A, go through door 7 with 358 and go through door 8 with 456. Plan B, we already know all of this. This is new information, even though we already read it. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now? Santa finished. June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corners of her eyes. Oh no, you're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time? Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We're gonna split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into 4 and 5 doors, remember? We gotta split up then, too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that. You mean they're connected somewhere? Yeah. Probably. She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere. Why? What makes you think so? If they don't connect, neither team can go through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through door 9. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked up at Junpei. He met them, and with the reassurance he could manage, he laid his hand gently on her shoulder. Gotta go to bed. Oh no! Good night, Kyle, though. Thank you so very much for stopping by and donating and joining Pants and Head Week. Hope you have a good night, Kyle. Bye! Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod. Yes, promise? Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment. You guys are done, alright? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. Figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover? By the way, do the pants thingy and hit me up in Clash Royale. Are you talking to Kyle? Jolty says goodnight too. Night, Jolty! Thank you for stopping by the stream. Clover looked away and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move. We had to go through door 8, right? Because I don't remember. Kyle, thank you once more. Oh, she was saying goodnight to Kyle? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice, Kyle. She's not going to bed. I thought she was going to bed, okay? Everyone has to win, Kyle. Everyone has to win, Kyle. Kyle's just winning life. He really wants the crochet doll and the Pokeball. And he actually has a crochet Kirby that I made a couple of years ago. So, yeah. So he knows that what I crochet is actually worth the money. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa, 7, and June walked toward door 7. Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed for door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Then Lotus laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover. Oh, you're eating cookies without sharing? I want cookies! Are you ready? Yeah. Yes. Then shall we go? The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked at his left, toward door 7. Jin stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds, which they knew because their clock was beeping. Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep. 81 seconds left. Hurry! Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. You have cookies and donut holes, I want some. Phew, it stopped. With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm. A little, perhaps. Pointless. She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway leaving a confused Junpei and Lotus. Actually, we know what this is! This is because Clover was in one of these in Nevada last time, 9 years ago. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity. What an unpleasant girl. Alright, okay, good night, my own. Hello. Good night, good night, good night. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna get scared shitless in this ending. Cause, I don't know, I think we will. What an unpleasant girl. but she's not very popular with boys. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end. Set into the wall on the left side, it was a large iron door. For a few minutes, they stood in front of the door examining it. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. A laboratory, huh? A lab, huh? That doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place. Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices. Junpei, huh? Please, you first. Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Ugh. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron doors. His first step inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear that there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into the wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division. Junpei walked to the window and looked through. What the hell? He wasn't sure what else to say. In the center of a room shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. That looks so creepy. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him. You don't think that this is going to suddenly sit up or something, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all of those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I do know. Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white. It was then that Junpei noticed Clover. She was still standing in the near the entrance of the room. Her face had appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and as kindly as he could, spoke. Are you okay? Clover looked away. What are you talking about? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet. What? I can't be quiet if I want to? Well, I mean, of course you can. Okay then, if I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay? Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together. Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment. Then suddenly, Junpei, you just don't get it! Her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed. My brother's not the kind of person who'd just leave me behind. Something happened to him. Something bad. Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them. What happened? Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, and then back to Junpei. Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone. Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away. Hey, wait, Clover, hold on. He might as well have been talking to a wall, for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the wall in front of her. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. And without a warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in. What the heck? What's going on here? Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could. Hang on, I'll get it open. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... grr. Damn it, it's not moving!